Hey guys, Neomis, and for today's video we got to talk about Arsenal's Europa League game against Rapid Vienna. That's right, Thursday now. Arsenal are at home to Rapid Wien. I'll be giving my thoughts and views on that, as well as my predicted lineup and predicted scoreline for that game. But until then, please remember, continue to like and subscribe to videos. It does help the channel out, and thank you everyone so far for all the support on the channel. It has really helped the channel grow over the past months. But until then, now let's get started. So let's talk about Arsenal's game against Rapid Vienna. First game that will allow fans to be in the stadium, which is what we all want. I think it's been since mid-March since Arsenal actually had fans back in the stadium. And in this game against Rapid Wien on Thursday, and I'm recording this on a Tuesday, that Arsenal are going to have 2,000 fans in the stadium, and all the tickets were sold out in 20 minutes. Crazy. I don't know how much they cost, because I wanted to potentially get some. But you got Arsenal fans. I mean, Arsenal's fan base is ridiculous in that, you got people that want to go to games, and it seems that the lucky fans that manage to get their tickets will be at the games overall. So one thing I will say is I hope the team goes on and puts on a good performance for the fans that are within the stadium. I do think that when it comes to where they're going to be sitting, so if you have been watching a lot of the other Europa League games and some Champions League games, they've been relatively spread out. My guess is that fans will probably be in a mixture of maybe not high up but lower down and at club level around the stadium. So if club level is the seating around the Emirates but in the middle, I think there'll be lots of chances there for people to sit. And everybody's gonna be practicing social distancing as well, so that's gonna be very interesting. I think if things all goes well with that, who knows, in another couple of months or so, that might turn around from 2,000 to 4,000, maybe 4 to 8, 8 to 16, and so on and so forth. And maybe, just maybe, fingers crossed, by the end of the season we might end up seeing a stadium full of fans once again, dependent on how things go with all of the restrictions. But besides from that, let's talk about the actual game itself with Arsenal. Now, we obviously know Arsenal lost on Sunday against Wolves. We need to bounce back. The Europa League has always been our opportunity to do so. Now, I'm expecting basically a full, complete change lineup in regards to our team. I expect to see most of the players that played within the game against Wolves. I expect most of them not even to be there, and the players that weren't there are probably going to play. So in goal, I do think we're going to see Runnison in goal. I feel there's no reason why he shouldn't start in this game. Give Bernd Leno a rest, and also gives him some games, because I don't really think Runnison is ever going to get a chance in the Premier League unless Leno was to get injured, which, then we should worry, because for me Runnison is okay but not a great goalkeeper in my opinion. I think he's just a backup, but I think he's going to be Runnison in goal. I think we're going to see Cedric Soares. I think he's going to come back. I think we're going to see Maitland-Niles at left back, like what he did in the last Europa League game. And I also think that we're going to see Mustafi at centre back, pairing with, and I was thinking a long time for this, I think we're probably going to get David Luiz or Rob Holding, dependent on David Luiz's injury situation. I think if David Luiz is ready to start, then for Sunday against Spurs, then I think Rob Holding will be the one to start this game. If not, then I could see a situation whereby David Luiz ends up playing the majority of this game, and then maybe Rob Holding comes on for the last 20 minutes or so. So I think back 4-4-3-3, that's the way I see it, or like 4-2-3-1 basically. But in midfield, I think we're going to see a bit of a change in that. If Arteta's smart, play a youngster in that midfield, in the double pivot. I think that we're probably going to see. I'm going to go on a limb and say Mark Cottrell from the academy. I say give him a chance with the likes of. I think he's going to go for Granit Xhaka in the midfield, unfortunately. And then playing at the number 10, I will go for Emile Smith-Rowe. I think he'll start, but then who knows, Joe Willock might come on later on in the game. And then in terms of the two wide players, I can see Reiss Nelson on the left. I think he'll start. And my guess is I think Pepe will play on the right, because Pepe can't play in the Premier League. So I think Pepe will play on the right, and then I think it will be Lacazette up top overall, with Eddie coming on later on as just typical rotation as he sees fit. And I think that's going to be the starting 11, which I think is a decent starting 11. I think it's a starting 11 to put away Rapid Wien. It should be good. Out of all the teams that we've had in the group, probably Molde and Rapid Wien were always going to be the toughest ones to beat. Rapid Wien and Molde right now, they're the ones that they're vying for that second position. So you know Rapid Wien are going to come out all guns blazing and looking to get a win, get some type of result out of this, because Molde are going to face Dundalk. Dundalk have been pretty poor, to be really honest. So it just makes sense that they will be looking to potentially get a win against Dundalk, and then Rapid Wien will be able to probably looking to get something out of this game, even if it's a draw. That would help them massively, and then it would be really up to them in the final game to against Molde for that final second position spot to go to the next round of the Europa League, which Arsenal, to be honest, another point should do it. That means that there's no way, no chance that they could ever come back. But let's go out there, let's set a trend, let's build some confidence. I mean, this has not been a good start of the week with the loss against Wolves, and it just means that there's just a lot more pressure on Mikel Arteta overall. But I also think that you need to develop confidence, and the Europa League is one for that. So I do think we're going to get the win, and I'm going to go with a solid 3-0 victory in this game. I think that Lacazette will end up scoring. I think that Emile Smith-Rowe will score, and I also think that Reiss Nelson will also score as well within this game, which would greatly make me happy that Reiss Nelson gets more chances to play within the Arsenal first team. So that's my prediction in the game. Now I do know that a lot of you might disagree, but leave your comments below on your thoughts on the lineup, also thoughts on the prediction. I know this is one of those ones where everybody's saying it doesn't really matter, but for me, I think that it does, because let's go on, let's support the team. These are difficult times right now. Let's just back the players, back the manager. I mean, I'm so far away from Arteta out. I'm trying to be positive for the team. I want to see this team progress, and I'm going to do like what every other fan out there should do, is just to back the team and back the manager at the moment. Let's get the win. Let's take this into the North London derby, and hopefully we could get another win in a row in the North London derby or against Spurs. But I'll be giving my preview on that on Friday, on where I think the North London derby will go, and let's see what happens in this game. Hopefully there's no injuries or anything like that that might impact the North London derby. So that's going to be interesting. But guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Do leave your comments below as well. Really like to get chats going. I'm pretty frequent with responding to comments and hearing people's thoughts on the game, especially if it's any different from my thoughts on the game as well. Do remember to comment, like, and subscribe. It does help the channel out and support the channel. So thank you once again for all the support that you guys have been giving over the past several months to help grow the channel to now 504 subscribers. So big thumbs up to that, and hit that like. And I will see you all next time on more of my videos, which you should see somewhere here in and around my face at the moment. But until then, I will see you all next time. Peace.